Good evening. I'm Pamela Smith, the Acting Chief of Police for the Metropolitan Police Department. At approximately 9:50 p.m. tonight, 5th District officers responded for sounds of gunshots near the intersection of 14th Street and Saratoga Avenue Northeast. When they arrived, officers located 3 people suffering from gunshot wounds. 2 men were pronounced dead on the scene. A third was transported by DC Fire and EMS to an area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A short time later, 2 additional males arrived at an area hospital suffering from gunshot wounds. The preliminary investigation has revealed that the 2 victims were shot on this scene and self-transported to an area hospital. 1 victim is listed in critical condition and the other has non-life-threatening injuries. Right now, we have a lookout for 3 people in a gray SUV that was seen fleeing from this scene. We know someone out in the community has information about what happened on tonight. If you have any information, photos, or videos, please contact us at 202-727-9099 or text us at 50411 and your information will remain anonymous. Thank you.
All right, can we ask you a couple questions real quick?
Sure.
Your department is showing that homicides have increased 31% over the past year. Armed robberies have increased 65%. Carjackings have gone up 103%. Violent crime is up overall at 37%. Why? What is going on? I mean, people watching this are saying that this is happening every day. Murder after murder, carjacking after carjacking. What can be done to stop this, and why do you think this is happening now?
Well, again, we're having these crew-on-crew senseless arguments where firearms are being introduced when folks have disputes as opposed to being able to resolve them the way we typically would resolve a dispute. What I will say is that our officers were present in this area, as they always are, on an ongoing basis. The officer just so happened to be on another block when this incident occurred, but we do have officers in the area. We have initiated a violent operations suppression initiative, and we're doing that across the city of the District of Columbia. What I also will say is that within the last 30 to 60 days, although you've enumerated numbers year to date, over the last 30 to 60 days, we've come down in a lot of those areas where some of these violent crime activities have been occurring. We will continue to do what we're doing in this space with our law enforcement partners, federal, state, and local, as well as our officers here at MPD.
Do you have enough detectives to combat all these different homicides? I mean, it seems like a huge caseload.
It is a very extensive caseload. As more crime is happening and as a lot of homicides are occurring, it is certainly extensive, but we're always evaluating the caseload for our officers and our detectives.
Are there enough officers here? I know you mentioned, one unit was on another block with more officers would have met more officers right here.
I can't determine whether or not, if we had more officers here, this would or would not have occurred, but what I can say is that we do have officers in areas where we find, based on evidence and data, that there's high crime in those particular areas, and we will continue to do that.
I know DC Council is considering a couple of public safety bills, an emergency public safety bills already in effect a little bit longer. Would those have any effect in driving down some of these crimes that we're seeing?
Again, I think that these are crew on crew. These are historical beefs that have continued to happen. I think guns are coming are being entered into these types of disagreements. And what we have to do is really focus on how we can get some of these guns off the street.
What do you think of this community? There's a ton of people out here who are frustrated. They feel left in the dark. They're upset. They want to know what's being done. What do you say to the people that are out here?
Well, I feel frustrated too. Even though these are residents that live in this community and they deserve not to have to be in a community where guns are constantly being in this space, and that there's crew on crew or disagreements or beef where people are bringing guns to the fight. My suggestion and my recommendation is that some of these folks know who they are, come to us, let us know, and so that we can really help them in this space.
Chief, are you able to determine whether all the victims here, or was the gunfire coming in one direction? Was this an exchange of gunfire? The people that are at the hospital, or they are part of the people you may be looking for? Do we have any sense of whether?
We're still in the very preliminary stages of the investigation, and certainly that information will come out when these types of things come up.
All right, thank you, everybody.